Hi there and welcome to my channel. This is Kate in the Journal Nest in Australia, and I'm so happy to have you with me in my happy place. I have sort of finished all my projects for a little while, and you know me. Well, actually, if you don't know me, welcome if you're a new viewer. But to my returning viewers, I um, can't stop stitching, and as you say, why should you? So I'm sharing some things today um, that I'm really excited about. So what's happening to Kate? This is Colourful Kate today. Been working on my neutral journals and needed to go to the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm going on another trip, and in fact in a week I will be in beautiful sunny California, which is in total contrast to the weather right here today. So I've gathered some colourful pieces together. I've got the piece that I'm working on now, which is something different. I'll reveal that in a minute. I'd like to do some harvesting with you because a few have said, where do you start? But I really wanted to start with, I spoilt myself yesterday. I went on a trip with my husband to Canberra to see our son, and we went to the Arboretum, and it has this beautiful bookstore, and I did have the paper packet. Oh yes, it is. It's this one, the Curatorium. Yes, and they just curate the most beautiful things, fine publications. I shared that I got an insect book. I rarely buy new. I bought Fleur Woods's beautiful book new this year, and yesterday I bought 2 of these florals. So this is in preparation, I think, for Rachel and Sarah's field notes. I can't wait to watch the video tomorrow and find out more about this. And you out there might know all about this lady, Adriana Picker. It's the first time I've seen any of her books. I left my husband having coffee, ducked into the shop, and just fell in love with this book. Now, if you're a slow stitcher into florals, oh my gosh, look at this. And suddenly I was reminded of, where's my flannel flower? So I've been harvesting in my room, and then we're going to harvest some pieces. Because this is Kate's journey, I like to immediately reflect if I've made a purchase. And I just thought, these are the flannel flowers. There's a bit of pink on that one because it's an old piece. But I just suddenly thought, oh, well, you were using that last week, and here it is today. Sorry if that's a bit glary, but how beautiful is that idea? And then I thought of growing a garden, and what if I learned to embroider some of these flowers in the field note challenge. So as I said, I left my husband, went to the bookstore, bought this one and the insect one, and went back to the table and just started gasping. So she's the author is Australian, so these are just incredible. See, there's my favorite daisy. Look at that. It's worth the gloss just to see that one. Okay, so as I said, I went back, started oozing joy with these books, and he said, why don't you go back and have another look? You may have missed something. So ever obedient, Kate. When you have a wonderful, wonderful partner who is so supportive, I went back, and guess what? There was another one called Blossom. And this is practical and creative ways to find wonder in the floral world. That they are my sorts of words. So again, for field notes, this one's got more text in it and more instructional. But she also sort of talks about the seasons, that's right. And because of field notes, we want to look at the seasons. So that is my context. So, oh, and look, that matches my ring. Meant to be. So, Joyful Kate, totally, oh my gosh. Sorry if I'm spending too long, but just joy. All right, so how does this connect to my stitching? Well, you've been seeing me on a journey, and I'm going on a journey. And so I have, as I said, I'm going to California, which is going to be so warm and lovely, maybe too hot, Pam says, but hopefully air conditioning works. I am presenting, and I need to sort of look a little bit less like Kate in her jammies in her nest. So I bought myself an outfit. It's an investment. And I had to get the trousers taken up. And so they were made of this beautiful silky material. And I thought, I can't see those flowers and just leave them not being celebrated. So Kate is not only taking her new outfit with her, she's taking the remnants, and had this wild idea to make a pouch from the plane, like I did on the way back from Kansas, but this time I've gone ultra big. Oh, I didn't bring it down. But this is my evolving style. I'll line it because I've got some other material, but I'm going to leave it open. First of all, I thought I'll do a zippered one. I've decided I'm going to leave it open and just put it beside me. Can you imagine this? Just open, and I'm going to have my needlebook and my pouch that's got all my harvested flowers. Anyway, so long-winded intro. This is that 60s part of a blanket bedspread. Just love that texture, can't get over it. So that's the flavour of the month. Did a curve bit here. This is all pure blanket that needs to be covered in. So let's get to some harvesting. And see, project just came down to the nest, ready to go. So time to ask you how you are going. Are you well? We're midweek, and it's always a time where we sort of have less time. I think I showed that to you before. What's this one? The sewing basket one. Oh, that reminds me. Sorry, you can hear my excitement. Okay, can't stop stitching. Had a lovely subscriber say that to me today, commented that she couldn't stop watching, and I thought, what a beautiful, beautiful comment. So thank you so much to that lovely person. I'm going to cut a squarey circle because I don't know how I'm going to use this one. And we'll cut 2 of these if I have 2 left so that we can continue the story. So there's harvest 1. What's the best side for you this season? Oh gosh, that's a bit big. I'll take them out of the basket, out of the nest vessel, and we'll put that up there. I'm only just learning from watching back that, yeah, some of these colours really stand out on the camera and make it a bit blinding. Okay, so let's do, so back to Excited Kate and the sewing basket. Tomorrow, hooray, hooray, like an excited schoolgirl, Kate will wake up because it is the Green Door on Tour day, and lovely Zoe is watching over us, as I think we have 2 or 3 carloads going to Sydney from the Southern Highlands to go to the craft show. And I know the lovely Beck from Sobe and Sarah are already there. I think it opened today, and so we'll go and say hi. I haven't met Beck yet, but I'm doing her courses, and it will just be so much fun. All right, what did I bring this one down for? I don't think so for this piece. This one harvested lots of things before. Let's just leave these colours up. And oh, it might be, let's see if we get the pink. It's only when I've been looking at those beautiful illustrations in the books that I realise how clever the use of colour is on this embroidery. And I don't mean that in a, what do I mean by that? Like the care and detail taken by embroiderers is amazing. And so I'm noticing flowers more than I ever have. And you know, Curious Kate, she's just looked over and I thought I need to share this with you because you're my friends. Here's my little vase with flowers out of my garden. It's got how, isn't it funny that this is all coming together? It almost seems accidentally. Little poppy vase, and my Daphne is out, my rose and some lavender. And I'm just smelling that for all of you because flowers are struggling here in the winter, but Daphne keeps us happy. And I love that name, Daphne, and one of my friends' daughters has just had a little girl and called her Daphne. So there we are. All right. And because this tablecloth has been so loved by me in my vessel up there, so same thing but cut different ways, comes out with different accents. And let's get one of these. I've been working on my journals nearly non-stop since I finished my stitching, so that's why I was just itching to stitch. And then I thought, I don't really want to make things. This is a secret. I didn't want to make things to go in my journals tonight. I wanted to play happy colours and do something with you. So that's just sort of jumped on top of there. I've started, again, I'm a long way away from stitchers who do, what's it called, thread painting and colour these flowers in, but I am learning and determined to keep going. So in the car yesterday, I did some of these. Oh, low battery. If I disappear, you know where I go. It won't be a long one because it's dark and dinner time soon. But chain around, just experimenting, and then I'll do some bits in there. And a little bit of torn Indian scarf that I got from the vintage store. And let's just think about the harvest. I brought some of these crochet flowers down. And where was that white one? Over here. What do we feel like doing first? So the idea is I'm going to work on this on my next trip. So on the plane, on the train, and in the hotel room. You'll hear me go quiet now because the joy is palpable. Thank you to my lovely friend out there who said I was right in saying that these look like flannel flowers, and flannel flower is native to Australia, because I didn't want to say the wrong thing, but I thought that was right. Got a knot, of course, haven't I? Straight away. Nothing will faze me. How can it when you're heading off to a big... I've never been to a craft show. That's why I'm overly excited. Or maybe it's just excitement. Stop using the word overly. But my mum said she used to look forward to them when she was younger. I said, I'll take you, but I might have told you this before. But she said, no, too much standing up now. It hasn't been the easiest of starts. Why is that? It's like this cotton has got a, you know, it's rubbed, even though I've only just cut it. I'll try again and see. So I've put deliberately this very, very pink bit of the seersucker fabric so that I can put some lovely details in there. Now, those of you who do the Girls Journal of Stitchery, how are you feeling? I should have paused to let you answer. I cannot wait till tomorrow. So it's going to be so special to have some more information and then go shopping, because the sewing basket's going to be there. Now Kate's turning this around because it's hard to sort of not put my hand in shadow for you. So we can all chat about it in the car. Although not everyone does the prompts. I'm going to take mine with me in this snug little pouch. Okay, we're finished there. And I have some thread left. So let's go, what direction? Let's go just down here. Oops. And do another little row of canter. I don't really need anything, to be honest. But I'm sure there may be such a feeling of excitement. And I have probably spent more than my pocket money already this week with an outfit and some books that weren't from thrift stores, but that is okay. All right. Oh, creaky. Here's a little pink, little rosy flower. But I'm going to put some chain around that. So we have a layer of yellow, pulled it too tight. Oops. Oop. Don't know what that's doing. So sorry. So I know if you live in the US, you're coming up to the July 4. Now I don't know whether you get a long weekend on what day it is, but I will be arriving just after that, so I miss the fireworks, I think. just leave that little daisy on top of the pink for a minute. And let's have a look at what else we could do. I haven't planned out, of course, Kate hasn't, the composition. I admire everyone who can, but my impulsive style, as you saw, is just to harvest. I'm thinking this one hasn't got enough contrast unless no, I'm not going to use that on this one. Probably this one. And I do like these little orange bits. So let's turn over and see what we can do. So this is pretty bland at the moment. It's just waiting for joy to come visit. Sorry, that's over there. I hope that all wasn't out just as well Kate stood up. There's a bit of my blanket, the yellow one. Okay, I do like this. And then we're going to have to do something down here, but less pink. Yeah, let's have a go at this. Oops, unthreaded the needle. I might even take this in the car tomorrow. That's a good idea. I did get my little carry-on suitcase out of the garage this morning because it is time to face some packing. But because I've just been so recently and will so be excited to go carry on, I'm not worried at all. There we go. So I'm just going to sort of tuck that. I've done a little bit of stitching there. Oops, everything's creaking. And I just realised I still haven't brought down that special gluey thing that Mum told me about, and I have bought. So it's like sewing in, it's so much fun. I love this. It's like sewing into a towel. And I suppose that's what's different about this particular, better check, yeah. This particular pouch is, I have used, actually probably for the first time, I haven't used a doily yet as a base fabric or an embroidery. It's sort of real material. Oops. A little tough going. Have I gone up further than I thought? I think I have. What does that look like? Is that too far? Something has to go. All right, I'll make this work. That needs some pink there. But in a way, it's sort of nice because I've left that bit. Use the word evolving because I could have saved myself some of that. probably noticed, and I didn't. Oh, tough. Couple more. Should be doing invisible stitching. Maybe I'll just go down. Well, that was a big one, but it'll be covered. Sorry about that. It's even too big for Kate. I'll do blanket stitch or something around that later. Well, this could become a tacking row. Who knows? And I'm going to leave that open because I might tuck something else in there. All right, down here. I'd sort of like to make a petal shape. I don't think I really can, but I'll go like not quite as round. There we are. Just going to do that there. And what else did I harvest? That's going to be two. So it's going to need lots of okay, starting to balance out that up there. I wonder if I could do both of those. I am, because I'm going to actually not stitch. Oh, there's all the cotton gone. Absolutely gone. Okay. I've got Judy's mustard threaded up. How about pull this through and under? How about we just secure this down with some knots? You can tell I've missed sewing, stitching. I feel guilty when I say sewing. I don't know why. Okay, one, we'll do three. 1, 2, 3. Not the most elegant stitching shot for you. Okay, love that. And this little flower is going to join just down there, and then we can have some other things like that. Yep, so we've got this idea: flower, 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 more flowers. Okay, I'll just come up somewhere because I'm right in the center. let's come, going to overlap a little bit. So let's come up down here. What am I trying to do? I think I'll just stitch it round first of all. Go up and down under the spokes. I've got such ideas in my head about crocheting. I've seen some amazing things that I want to make. And oh, I saw a really funny thing on YouTube Instagram, where a girl was packing for a holiday and the whole top of her car is loaded with knitting wool. And she said, I can forget the soap, but I can't forget my wool. I showed it to my husband because I said, that's how I'm feeling. He said, just go to the shop when you're over there, Kate. I went, oh, okay. These are the sorts of things that we face, isn't it, when we go away from our nests and can't stop stitching. All right, so what I've done is I've just gone around that a few more times. Just pull that out. And remember, I'm going to line this, and it's not going to have too much wear and tear. Okay, let's tell the story of this afternoon. Out of the vessel came a harvesting session with these beautiful, honestly, I hesitated with this because it's funny material, but how effective. You're going to see that in lots and lots of my pieces. And then we talked about flowers, and I showed you this incredible book. That's going to be inspiration for what I hope is the project I start tomorrow. So even though that's glary, I just want to say thank you so much for being with me on my new, I don't know what I'll call it. It's bigger than a pouch, but it's so much fun. Hope you're well. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me in my stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.